teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Always costly to cough up on football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. That's good. Cincinnati Bengals. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson down for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's It's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a
I'm
lot of
flexible.
games,
I
and I
want to
can't tell you
flex.
how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Higgins goes in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from a safety position. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good game.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. A dangerous return man showing it here. Jamal Agnew. They finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And the Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They go play action now. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's got it. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 11.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
11.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points.
And that's the score. Jaguars 15, Bengals 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gap.
And that's caught inside the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This is 2nd and 8. Mixon up the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Mixon running right. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
The fumble.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32. Run down there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football.
You're cooked.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Inside handoff to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. On play action, Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's a give to Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Left sideline. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Flagging.
It just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back at his 48-yard line.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's gone for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 11. Here we go.
On first and 10. It's Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Now it's Wilson. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is third and long. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be the pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And he lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll roll him out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 79 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mixon will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. All the option left, it's Burrow. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
at the 36-yard line.
That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Gain of 18 on the play.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll find Farrell open left side. Touchdown! Luke Farrell. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. It's complete. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. There he goes, left side. Pass midfield. Still going. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that it...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On second down, ETN once more. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, a run with ETN. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Now ETN. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Another tote for ETN. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll run. It's ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's ETN.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Lawrence
rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags add 6 to their lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10. Burrow
Steps away.
fight.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Lawrence will throw.
Being chased out left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence
on the move to his left.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's Burrow.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
Here we go.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
ETN. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a when they get to the sidelines. I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down, but that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Burrow. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Well, it took